After the absolute chaos which happened on Shibuya Arc, Gojo is sealed and the Nanami is dead. And also there were countless casualties. Unknown figure starts to discuss about situation and reveals that many of the rich people and politicians got missing. Since Kenjaku released his cursed spirits, at least around 10 million of them roaming around the streets. Tokyo 23 wards has been destroyed. Around 5 million people were executed. While the unknown figures continues to talk about the situation, meanwhile on the convenience store, a young girl kneels on the floor and while consuming various food and drinks, she spots a creepy creature on the door, calling her to come and it's dangerous there. And also it mentions that they could take a hot bath and they could sing songs together. So the girl asks where her mother is. So the figure replies, your mom, dad, big sister, little brother and also teacher is here. Come to me. Then the little girl says, I don't have a little brother and also I hate my teacher. After that, the figure replies same as what the girl said. A girl was so confused. So she asked for whether they need a drink. Then the figure says yes. As girl walks outside the door, an enormous girl spirit with razor-sharp teeth opens its mouth to consume her. Leaping down from above, Yuta suddenly appears and stabs the girl spirit. At the Zenin estate, Oji and Jinichi both were discussing about who should be 27th head of the Zenin family. Naoya enters the room. As their discussion continues, they decide to wait until the news of Naobito arrives. As Naoya heard the situation, he creates a situation where a man named Furudate enters and says that Naobito was dead. What Naoya's thought is, since Naobito's will was to make Naoya head of the family, even Oji and Jinichi both will think the same and make him as the head of the family. But the situation turned around. They reminded the contract they made with Toji. If something happens to Satoru Gojo, Megumi has to take a place as family's head. Naoya was furious. He knew that Oji and Jinichi both takes the slightest chance to give others rather than him. As scene changes, Yuji was sitting on a long staircase. Choso, his big brother, comes and asks how was his injuries. Then the Yuji replies that he is fine. Then again the Choso asks whether he is okay if he is alone when he goes and gets his remaining brothers. At that time, Yuji replies that Sukuna is planning something about Megumi. After that, they both agree to kill some cursed spirits. Standing alone on the bridge, Yuji claps several times to lure the cursed spirits. Yuji lures them into underpass where Choso appears, killing most of them with single piercing bloodshot. The remaining one, Yuji crushes into water. Choso compliments Yuji and describes him as a demon god. As they both were discussing, Naoya suddenly appears opposing. Yuji and Choso both will stand ready. As Naoya asks them whether they're planning to run or what, Yuji seems confused. So the Naoya explains about execution. And also he says that he doesn't care whether the Yuji lives or dies. His business is with Megumi. Even though he can't allow him moving around freely as his will. So, to break his leg before going. Before the fight starts, Yuji asks that what is his business with Megumi. Then the Naoya replies that nothing, I just wanted to kill Megumi. As both Choso and Yuji fighting against Naoya, they both senses overwhelming power like Gojo, but creepier than Gojo's. As their eyes searches for the presence, they see Geto sharpening his weapon. For what? You know, of course, for execution. and the rest will be on my second part video. So subscribe.